This is Makhdoom Shahabuddin and you're watching Trending Daily. Lately, everyone's been talking about Article 243. But before opinions and noise take over, let's look at what's really happening. Why is this article suddenly so important? Why does the proposed 27th constitutional amendment want to redefine it? And what does that mean for Pakistan's defense structure and its future? Because this isn't just a legal amendment, it's a transformation, one that could reshape how Pakistan's armed forces think, operate, and respond in a new era of war. This is not about who commands who, it's about how we command the future. The proposed amendment to Article 243 doesn't just adjust ranks or titles. It aims to introduce a unified, integrated command system, a structure where one powerful joint leadership coordinates land, sea, air, and cyber forces under a single operational vision. In an age of hybrid warfare, fragmentation is defeat and unity is survival. When Article 243 was written in 1973, the world was simpler. Wars had fronts, borders defined battles, command structures were linear, one service, one domain, one mission. But the 21st century doesn't fight that way. Today, Pakistan faces an invisible war fought on multiple fronts, from terror to cyber, from information to economy. And in this world, three separate command chains simply can't respond fast enough. The debate around Article 243 is not about personalities or politics. It's about designing a structure built for speed, synergy, and decisive power. Ladies and gentlemen, modern warfare is borderless. An enemy no longer marches with tanks. It trends with hashtags. A cyber attack can cripple defense networks faster than an airstrike. Economic manipulation can shake stability without firing a single bullet. This is the age of hybrid conflict, and Pakistan is on the front lines, militarily, digitally, and psychologically. So the question is, can a 1973 command model fight a 2025 war? The answer is simple: it can't. That's why this amendment is being discussed. Because to survive the future, Pakistan's defense must evolve, not react. Ladies and gentlemen, every major power learned this lesson the hard way. The United States, after World War II, moved to a unified command model. 11 joint combatant commands where one commander controls all services in a theater. China, in 2016, merged all service branches under the Central Military Commission, forming powerful theater commands that operate as one synchronized force. And India, after the 1999 Kargil War, realized the cost of delay and poor coordination. They created the Chief of Defense Staff and are now transitioning to unified theater commands for their own. Each of these reforms created a single command vision. And the result? Faster decisions, sharper deterrence, and smarter use of national power. If the proposed amendment goes through, Article 243 will no longer define commands through three separate services chiefs alone. It will create the space for a new, unified structure, an integrated command position that consolidates decision-making, planning, and execution across all domains. This doesn't erase the Army, Navy, or Air Force. It aligns them under one operational umbrella. This new command model means, number one, joint operations across land, sea, air, and cyber under one authority. Number two, faster coordination during crisis. Number three, real-time intelligence fusion. Number four, and a decisive chain of command capable of responding instantly to hybrid threats. This is not a reshuffle. It's a redefinition of power from segmented authority to unified strength. But the question is, why now? Because Pakistan is not just fighting external enemies, it's fighting hybrid destabilization inside and out. Disinformation networks, proxy militias, cross-border terror, cyber attacks all move in sync. To control that, the state needs a system that also moves in sync. Fragmented commands create hesitation. Unified command creates deterrence. And the reality is, every delay costs lives, credibility, and control. A modernized Article 243 aims to end that delay permanently. In global terms, this reform brings Pakistan closer to models where command is strategically centralized but operationally empowered. One clear, decisive authority backed by specialized domain experts. A leadership structure designed to act, not just react. This evolution doesn't weaken democracy. It strengthens the state's ability to defend it. Because sovereignty is not protected by slogans, it's protected by structure. Ladies and gentlemen, this isn't about rewriting history. It's about learning from it. When Article 243 was framed, war meant battlefields. Today, it means bandwidth. The 27th Amendment is not about concentrating power. It's about consolidating purpose. It's about giving Pakistan the structural muscle to respond faster, smarter, and stronger. Because the wars of tomorrow won't wait for slow decisions. They'll be won or lost just in seconds. Now let's take it to the streets. Article 243, a technical debate or a turning point for Pakistan's defense. What does the public think? Let's hear it from the people themselves. Welcome.
इस वक्त हम मौजूद हैं इस्लामाबाद की सड़कों पर और आइए लोगों से पूछते हैं कि आइन में जो एक मुजव्वज़ा तरमीम आर्टिकल 243 जो कि फ़ौज की कमांड के हवाले से है, उसमें जो इस वक्त डिस्कशन हो रही है कि यूनिफाइड कमांड होनी चाहिए, आर्मी, एयरफोर्स, नेवी, साइबर, सारी डोमेन्स जैसे दुनिया के दीगर ममालिक में होती हैं, तो उसके हवाले से पाकिस्तान के अवाम क्या सोचते हैं, आइए देखते हैं।
जॉइंट कमांड है, बिल्कुल ऐसी होना चाहिए, ज़रूर होना चाहिए। और बल्कि ये भी था कि वो कह रहे थे कि आपके जो फील्ड मार्शल का जो होता है, इसको आप जो है ना मेरे ख्याल से आइनी किया जाए या इस तरह का कोई था, होना चाहिए बिल्कुल। इससे ये होगा कि आपको स्ट्रेंथ मिलेगी, आपके जो भी उस वक्त के जो आर्मी चीफ़ हैं उनको स्ट्रेंथ मिलती है और शुड भी।
जी बिल्कुल, जैसे हमने पहले भी देखा है कि पाकिस्तान आर्मी ने और सारी फोर्सेस ने कितना अच्छा डिफेंस भी किया और एक बहुत अच्छा रिटेलिएशन दी इंडिया को। तो आई थिंक ये जो अगर कोई कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल चेंजेस हो रही हैं तो वो होनी इस तरह से चाहिए कि उससे किसी को कोई किसी के अगेंस्ट कोई चीज़ ना हो। बाकी अगर तो वो अपने मुल्क को स्ट्रॉन्ग करने के लिए हैं, अपने डिफेंस को स्ट्रॉन्ग करने के लिए हैं, तो ऑफ कोर्स मैं ज़रूर उसको सपोर्ट भी करूँगी और मैं उसके हक़ में हूँ।
बैक टू द स्टूडियोज़. Ladies and gentlemen, for 50 years, Article 243 defined Pakistan's military command the old way. Separate branches, separate chains, and separate speeds. But 2025 demands something different. A unified command, a unified response, and a unified vision for national defense. If this evolution succeeds, Pakistan's military infrastructure will finally match the complexity of modern warfare. Because in this era, survival doesn't depend on who has the most weapons. It depends on who can act as one. This is Makhdoom Shahabuddin signing off, decoding the future before it arrives.